Hi, this is Ajua, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about your higher self. Okay? So, a lot of people, almost everyone, comes to Earth. Okay? We're all experiencing this earthly plane together. And we all, at some point in our life, a lot of times, we try to reach our higher selves. And we usually think that it's just us, one of us. And then as we get to a higher elevated place, we become our higher selves. Well, that is true to a certain degree, but everyone already has a higher self, okay? Your higher self is separate from you, but at the same time is you. So if I can explain this where you can understand, your higher self is separate from you. But as you elevate, you reach it and you and your higher self become one. Now, your higher self is almost an entity within itself. I don't want to call it an entity, but it's a spirit within itself. Even though it's still you. It is still you. But it is still to a certain degree separate. Okay? Before you come here, you are your higher self already. When you come to this earthly plane, you almost, I want to say almost like a metamorphosis. Your higher self is still there, but another part of you experiences this earthly plane. So your higher self waits for you, literally waits for you. Some people's higher selves are actually their angels, depending on what level of higher self we talk about. Okay, and that's another story. I'm not going to break down how some of your angels are your angels, and some people angels are them. You know, that's a different story. But in case of your higher self, your higher self is literally waiting for you to catch up to it. Almost like a completely different person. It is there. Literally, it is there. Waiting for you, cheering you on, for you to catch up to where you need to be. Because for some reason, you chose to experience this earthly plane. And just like I always say in my other videos, this is a game almost. Just like something like The Matrix. Okay? This is a game simulation that we have to master to get where we need to be in life. And everything I come to you with, I experience myself. You know, this is not a written book. This is not a made-up story. A lot of times when I come see people on the spiritual side or in the spiritual realm, it's them. And then I actually have an entire different conversation with their higher self. So I don't want to say that your higher self is separate from you, but it is to a certain degree separate from you. Once you elevate, you and your higher self actually combine together and become one. Okay? So I did want to break that down to y'all. For those who feel like they cannot reach them higher selves, you can. It's inevitable for you not to be able to do so. You just have to find the will and you have to want to do the work to get there. Once you tap into it, your higher self is literally waiting and it will greet you as you get to that higher plane. So don't think it's impossible. You already are. Your higher self is just waiting for you to catch up to it. Okay? So that is the lesson that I wanted to go through for today. I've been going through a lot of higher self journeys. And I've been meeting other higher selves. And I'm like, oh, that's so dope. Because your higher self is so much more elevated, so much more different. The energy behind your higher self. the words that your higher self choose to communicate with you through. It's just the most beautiful thing ever. So that's why I encourage people to get to them higher selves. Get to your higher self. Because not only does it help the universe and brings everyone together on a universal plane, it also helps you. You know, it helps you. It helps you get to that level where you want to be. It helps you understand why you chose to come here in the first place. You're here to help others elevate, or you're here to find that elevation on your own, or you're here to find that elevation yourself. And it can be both. So again, I love y'all. And just remember, your higher self is always there waiting for you. Don't think it's not. It's not impossible to get to. Your higher self is literally there waiting for you. It doesn't detach. Okay? Love y'all. Enjoy.